Hey guys, it's Lorenzo from TYG here. Tonight we decided to get together and do a Let's Play of the Iron Kingdoms RPG, the tabletop RPG by Privateer Press. With me I've got Jay.
Hey yo.
G.
Hey.
And Mark.
What's up?
And we're going to play probably only about 2 or 3 turns just to give you an idea of what the game is like. And we'll go from there.
Yeah. Okay, so we already did the maintenance and control phase for this turn because, well,
It's the first turn.
nothing happened. Yeah, so done. And we already rolled for initiative. So in order of play, there's going to be Lorenzo, there's going to be Mark, there's going to be Jay. I almost said your nickname. And then there's Kira, the Warp Wolf, and then the 2 Arguses, labeled 1 and 2.
Which you don't see on the map yet because they're not on the map yet.
Well, yes.
And I'll also note right now that the enemies we're fighting are way, way, way higher level than we're supposed to be fighting. But they're just models we happen to have around from War Machine, or Hordes in this case,
Yes.
which can be imported directly into the Iron Kingdoms RPG.
As long as you have the card or the book, which we have the book.
Right.
Because we bought these in, like, Mark 1. And those cards are terrible now. But, yeah, so they're going to die if the game actually went to, like, 10 turns or some shit, but we're going to go to 2.
But whatever. Okay, so
Lorenzo,
I
you go
guess
first.
I'm starting.
Yeah.
And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Do you want to do anything? You want to maybe take out a weapon?
Yeah, I'm gonna take out my blunderbuss.
Okay.
I'm also going to cast Aura of Protection, which gives me and any character within my 5-inch control area a +2 to arm. And I'm gonna cast Blizzard on myself, which centers a 3-inch area of effect on my own character, which grants me concealment.
We're going to mark the Blizzard thing with a red dice. There you go. Just so we know. Just put a 3 on it. Somewhere. Maybe. Kinda.
There's a 3 on here somewhere.
Okay, and then
Now,
the white dice is
if
going
I
to track
understand
your
this-
fatigue point.
If I understand this ability correctly, Blizzard says center a 3-inch AoE cloud effect on target. If character is destroyed, remove AoE. That means the Blizzard lasts. Doesn't have to be recast. It just lasts until.
Does it have
until-
upkeep?
It says no, but
Then-
it says if character is destroyed, remove AoE.
Right, so then it doesn't need to be upkept, it just stays.
Okay, awesome.
But that costs how many fatigue points?
2.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay, so that's the end of Lorenzo's half a phase. Mark,
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing I'm gonna move forward. I have
you're going to go up and cast Blizzard?
no, I'm gonna move up next to Lorenzo so his blizzard can cover myself. Move this dice here. I'm situated next to Lorenzo. And for quick action, I'm gonna pull my bow, my great bow.
Mm-hmm.
And
You're gonna notch an arrow with your other quick action.
absolutely.
Yes,
Awesome.
there it is. Okay. Yeah, so we should probably mention that because that's different than D&D. In Iron Kingdoms, you actually have to make like the action of reloading a gun, pulling out an arrow, pulling out the pin of a grenade, as we just talked about. If you don't do that when you try to shoot, nothing happens. You shoot blanks, which isn't a good thing to have happen to you in any circumstances.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you load your guns, kids.
Yeah. And definitely make sure you pull the pin on a grenade
Yeah.
before you throw it. Because if you don't, they will pick it up and throw it back at you without the pin.
You know what's gonna happen at some point though. Someone's totally gonna throw a grenade at a gazebo. Nothing.
That's what I would totally do if I had a grenade.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so I suppose it's my turn now, right?
Yep.
Alright, so I have 6 feet, so that's 6 spaces.
Put you directly in front of both
You could
of us.
run. He could run.
Should I just
Actually,
run in front of both of us?
Yeah, actually, if
Nothing's
you
gonna hit you.
run, it's probably a good idea because you should be in front of us.
Okay, so
As
run
much
would
as
give
humanly
me
possible.
12 spaces, correct?
Yeah, double your speed.
But I don't have to go all the way.
No.
Alright, so let's say I'm running, so 1, 2, right? Or 3,
Here,
3.
you can measure diagonally, right?
Okay.
So you go 1, 2, 3,
Mm-hmm.
4, 5, 6. So that's 6, and you have up to 6 more.
Might as well get. Let me see. My other ability works in
gonna-
4.
It's gonna just run screaming up the road.
I'll just move up to there. And I only get 1 quick action right now, right? Alright, so I'm just gonna pull out my shield. That's all I'm pulling out.
Actually, you get 2 quick. Oh no, if you run, you only get 1. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna pull out my shield in case someone tries to stab.
Just the shield.
Just the
just
shield
the
for
shield?
now. I was like, hey,
Alright.
you know.
Okay,
Just the shield for
so
So that, for explanation purposes, he chose to run, so therefore he can only use 1 quick action rather than 2.
yes. If he had walked, he would have gotten both. But, I mean, he took a
So
shield.
for
out.
that quick action, he decided to pull the shield rather than shield and sword.
You
Right.
can't do both, yeah. And
Yeah.
that's probably the better choice because if you get hit with something, you'd rather have your shield out than nothing.
Yeah.
It does give you an armor bonus.
So I have this flail which will spin around, I guess.
Oh god, this bitch is fast. Ooh, I just swore. We have to move that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you see the lines? I cannot. Okay, yeah, she's 7. She's fine.
As you can see, these things are literally coming at us, bro.
Yeah, directly.
It's that kind of game.
Oh, great.
All kinds of stuff is gonna come at you.
So shit's gonna get real soon.
So that was Kira's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, that thing is huge.
That's what she said.
One more. The Warp Wolf.
See, now I see what he meant.
She's gonna take out her staff with her quick action, and I'm done. I just did them all at once. And now it is Lorenzo's turn again. But first we need to do the maintenance phase. There are no. I lost the sheet.
I do have an upkeep spell, and I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
upkeep it.
So upkeep it. So you have to reduce your fatigue to the appropriate amount.
Right. So it's one fatigue for upkeeping that spell.
Okay. There are no other effects that have to be resolved. Nobody's taking AOE damage or anything that's going on. There's nothing else. Okay, so war's done. You guys are fine. Nothing on you. So again, we start with Lorenzo for second turn.
Fatigue and feet points are they the same?
Feat points are different.
Sorry, feet.
So we'll talk about this, I guess. Feat points, you get them for doing certain actions. The DM can award them. If I like what you do, if you do something out of the box or something, I can just give you one.
Okay.
If you kill a monster, or not a monster, if you kill somebody, you get a feat point. And if you get a critical success on a skill roll, you automatically get a feat point. Feat points let you use stuff on the feat list. Fatigue is only really for Lorenzo. It's the cost he pays for his magic.
Alright. Well, actually, I have a few random spells too, but
Oh yeah, you do have some ability because you're a priest.
I have a priest tonight.
Priest, no, you're not a paladin.
Yeah, what's a paladin?
Okay, I have line of sight to that. So I moved up to my full move, and let's see. I'll do that. So cost 2 means it costs
2 fatigue.
2 fatigue, right? Okay, so I'm going to cast Ice Bolt twice, which will take me to my limit for fatigue.
Don't you get the? Oh, it's just the upkeep, right? Not the cast.
Right. That's great power. Oh, right. So you're right. Okay, so I would only actually have 4 fatigue because I upkept that one spell, and I wouldn't.
Yeah,
but
that's
I
great.
still can't cast it again because I'd be at 6 if I used it again. So, okay, so.
But you upkept it.
Hmm?
If you upkeep it, it stays.
Right.
So why would you cast it again?
No. But by upkeeping it, no. What I mean is I can't cast Ice Bolt a 3rd time because I'm already at 4 fatigue casting it twice.
You can go over. You just have to roll a dice.
Right, but like.
But like for 1, it's not bad. Like going over 1, you have to dice fail. I know that doesn't give you any comfort because
Right.
it's you. But like realistically, if you want to find the odds for you, 1 second.
No, but I can only cast twice using without. I have the thing that lets me cast the upkeep spell for free. Fine, awesome. But I can only take 2 quick actions without spending a feat skill, so I can only cast.
Oh,
2
okay. I
spells.
thought you were willing to spend a feat skill. You're just worried about going over on fatigue.
No, I'm not gonna spend the feat skill yet because I want to see some idea of like what casting this twice even will do.
Okay.
I am going to use 2 attacks, 2 spells, and I'm going to boost both of them. This will bring me over my total amount of fatigue that I can have, but I'm going to make fatigue rolls after I go over. So I'm going to use Ice Bolt against the Argus. Because it's a boosted attack roll, it's now 3d6 plus my arcane stat, which is 4, against the Argus's death. So I'm going to roll the first one, and I rolled 2 6s and a 1, so that's 13 plus...
2 6s?
Yeah.
It's a crit. You automatically pass. Doesn't matter what you rolled.
Okay?
Hi!
And I gain a feat point, right? Because I critical?
Yes. So now you have 4. You don't have a pencil, but you have 4. feet
Okay,
points.
I have 4 feat points. Awesome. Okay, and now I have to roll damage for that one. Do I get any extra dice because it's a critical?
I actually think you need to roll the other attack first.
Oh.
I think attacks are done at the same time, damage is done at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure that's how it works.
Okay, so now I'm going to roll the other attack. And I rolled 9, 11, and 4 is 15, so
It's
I...
equal, so he gets a hit.
Okay, and so that also hits, and now I have to make 2 fatigue rolls
One
because
fatigue roll.
I've gone over by 2
We only
points.
went over once.
Oh, okay.
If you
So
do another one, then
right.
do another roll.
Okay, so... And I rolled
High on
over...
6.
Yeah,
Fine.
I rolled over 6, so I'm fine.
So now the critical is automatically boosted.
Okay.
So roll that one first. That's
Okay,
3
so
damage
that's
dice.
3 dice. Okay, so that's 9, 12, plus 12 is 24 against whatever the thing's arm is.
Hold up. I have to draw a graph, guys, because I can't mark my book. That was one attack that did 24 damage?
Yes,
Okay, so you still have to roll another set.
right.
So roll 2d6. No,
Yeah, 2d6
1d6.
to the other. No.
1d6.
Oh, okay. 5.
Okay, so what was what was your damage total?
24
Minus 14.
is 10.
Okay, and what'd you roll?
5. Should note here that enemies have damage boxes like they would in War Machine or Hordes, and that's what he's filling in right now. Is the damage boxes. So the 1d6 roll of 5 was to determine which area it went into,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's filled in the...
I filled it in properly.
Okay.
You can't see it, but
Okay, and so now I
Again.
have to roll my other attack for
Mhm.
damage. Okay. And that's 11 and
why
12.
didn't you boost the second attack? No, it's not boosted. This is damage. So
Right.
what was the roll?
So 11 and 12 is 23.
Minus 14.
9.
Okay. Roll again. 2d6.
2d? No.
2d6.
Okay. 6.
Okay. So that's this. Gone. I know it says it somewhere on this sheet. Ah, very funny. You def, and can a few spells. Okay, so this that Argus now is minus 2. Def. I'll mark it here. And that was 2 points. Okay, and it was 9, right?
Yeah, total of 9 damage.
It also has minus 2 strength. Almost killed it. Not enough though.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Alright then.
When you boost,
I
you
did
hit.
work. Alright, so next I believe is...
Mark.
There's myself. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my 6 spaces up in front of Lorenzo. So hopefully I can get a shot at Argus as well, causing more damage. When it comes to maintaining that arrow in the bow, do I have to do anything with that, or is it just...
You already have it. You notched it. It's like
I
you were
notched
walking
it?
with it, but you didn't pull. You just
Okay,
you have it.
so
in your
there's
hand.
no maintenance in that,
No.
in that sense.
You got one shot coming. You can shoot and then pull another one this turn, so you don't have to do it next turn.
Okay. So might as well take that shot then.
You're within range.
Within range, definitely.
So
12 spaces.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's
Oh,
within
yeah.
range.
how far is he?
6. Is there any bonus in closer to half range?
No, he's more than 6 away. He's actually
you-
7 away.
Okay, yeah, you should shoot it. Don't do it. Don't worry. Never mind. Go shoot. I was gonna tell you to run up and hit it with your gunblade and then shoot something else with a feet, but don't, because you might not kill it with your gunblade.
Yep, probably not.
It's it is high def. It's definitely.
Alright. So
Okay, what's on your bow? What's your rat? R-E-T.
my rat on my bow is 6.
Okay, so now you need to roll 2d6
Plus 6.
plus 6.
Alright. I'm gonna hit my 2d6.
Wow, critical. There you go. Damage rolls boosted, so roll 3 dice. And probably don't use the GW ones because they're shit.
Yeah, roll.
Considering it got me.
No, I know, but like sometimes,
Oh.
sometimes they're really good. Sometimes they're really shit.
So that's
And this
11,
bow is power
13,
10, so it's power 10.
and
So
so
23?
that's 23.
So on that one,
Yeah. Hey, we killed something.
We actually killed something.
Hey, we might have a chance. Probably not.
it's your turn, Jay. I think you're done, right? Do you? Oh, you want to pull out another
Yes,
arrow?
I would like to pull out another arrow.
Okay. Now it's Jay's turn.
Alright, it doesn't seem I'll be able to do much because I'm not a ranged character, but I suppose I will.
I really should have given you use your magic bolt thing. You're like going doo.
Yeah, but none of these things are undead, so it's like I might as well just be like, I might as well cast True Sight. It'll do the same amount.
Yeah,
of
it does
effect.
absolutely nothing.
So I'll move down these spaces up, and I will pull out my flail. I probably should have hid behind you guys.
No. No, you're the tank, Jay.
But I have
The
a
tank goes in front of the glass cannons.
That's true.
Yeah, you shouldn't be behind at all.
The tank's balls should be bigger than his armor.
Alright.
So
So that thing casted something.
Yeah, it's casting spirit. No, what's it called? Spirit Fang. I'm not gonna boost it though. Maybe I probably should. What's your defense?
I'm about to get shot, aren't I?
Yeah, what's your defense?
Oh boy. Defense. Total defense is 9. This ain't gonna end good for me, is it?
Yeah, I gotta boost it, otherwise it probably won't hit you.
Oh great. Okay.
I might hit you, but I need to be sure I hit you. I mean, the dice. See? ODW dice. Fuck.
That's
7.
That's 7.
8, 9, 10, 11. What was your defense?
9.
Okay, so it does hit you. I'm not gonna boost damage though. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 12.
8 and 12 total?
Yeah,
12 total, what's your arm?
probably didn't even hit him. Bear with us, people.
16.
So it didn't do anything, right?
Right.
That means
That's,
we're all
what is
gonna
that? They'll call the war beast, right?
Oh, Warp Wolf.
Right, but
It's a
that,
very large wolf.
Yeah.
war beast is the category.
Oh, yeah.
Warp wolf is the type of war beast.
Oh good. Hey there,
Oh,
buddy.
hey.
How you
He's
doing?
not that big.
Hey doggy. How you doing? Yes, it did. That figure there kind of reminds me of Underworld.
The newest movie
I didn't see the newest movie.
is a big wolf.
I probably won't
There's
hit
big
you.
wolves in all of them.
I'm not boosting.
It's actually really
I'm
big.
not like playing her as a warcaster, so I probably won't hit you. Definitely didn't hit you. You're fine.
Okay, so 7.
What was your defense?
My defense
9.
is 9.
No, 7 and 5 definitely hit you. 7 and 5 is
12. Yeah.
it hits you.
Hits.
Oh great.
14 plus 2,
Is 16.
16. Okay, so that's how much I'm rolling for damage. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
23, his,
Arm is 16.
so that's,
It's not going to matter, so I'm just going to mark down. What's your arm? 16, 23?
that's, 7.
Yeah, he's fine. Actually, no, he's not fine. 2, give me your sheet.
Sure.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you lost your. You take -2 to strength going forward. Fuck.
My physical is now.
Yeah. I guys are playing around. Okay, the Argus.
My physical is now 5 instead of 7.
Hmm? No, -2 strength. Your attacks got worse.
Oh okay. Oh well. So my mat is now
Okay,
like.
it's not gonna matter. We're only playing one more turn. This is just to give people an idea how this game works.
Fair enough.
But combat in this game is not screwing around.
No, it seems to go by pretty quickly.
Lorenzo's just happy because his magic attacks actually did something for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Lorenzo's used to playing D&D and dice failing every time.
Yep.
There's the other Argus. And that's really it. So it is again Lorenzo's turn. Is anything being upkept?
Yes, I'm upkeeping.
Reset your fatigue.
Uh,
By the way.
yeah, it's reset. I don't spend the fatigue to upkeep this.
No, I'm just telling you.
Because of
Unmark the
the
dice.
aura of protection.
Now's the time to use all your feats because we're playing only one more turn.
Okay, I know what I'm doing. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There.
Okay, but if you shoot at him,
Uh huh.
you're shooting into melee. You may hit Jay. I have to tell you that. You take a -4 penalty to your die roll to hit, and if you miss, there's a chance it'll hit Jay.
You take a -4 to hit
Yeah.
characters that are in melee.
Yes. Yeah. Suffers a -4 penalty on attack rolls
Okay.
because you gotta kind of like curve it around Jay.
Right. Okay.
He's fighting a warp wolf. For
Well,
Christ's sake.
I'm casting. First of all, I'm gonna cast
It's not you guys.
Chiller, which I would not be able to move if I was casting because it's only range 6.
If someone
Alright,
misses
that's
you
fine.
in the
Yeah,
lead,
I'll
you can
just
hit
stay
them.
where I am. Okay, I'm gonna stay where I
What
am.
happens?
I'm going to cast Chiller on Jay, which gives the Warp Wolf now has -2 to death. Okay, and I'm going to use my first spell, and I'm going to use Ice Bolt. I'm going to boost hit and damage, so that makes the total cost 4. So I'm going to go over. So I'm going to have to roll a fatigue roll after this. I'm going to roll 3 dice to hit, and so that's 9, 11, 11 and 4 is 15. What's its def?
14.
Okay, so I missed. So
Reroll.
I'm going to use a feat point to re-roll
Mhm.
my attack roll. I'm going to use another feat point to re-roll it again. I'm going to use another feat point to re-roll it again.
Your time's a charm.
Okay, so I use 3 feat points to re-roll my attack roll with this spell 3 times. And each time I re-roll, I use a feat point to re-roll. It supersedes the previous roll, so only the last result that you actually carry counts. So it doesn't trigger any other effects that would happen on a miss. And so I hit now with my boosted attack roll. So now I also boosted the damage roll, so I'm going to roll damage. And I did 7 plus 12, 19 total.
19. Roll
Yeah.
2d6.
And I rolled 8 on the 2d6 for allocating
Sorry, it's
damage.
1d6. My bad. My mistake. Sorry.
And I rolled 2 on the 1d6 for allocating damage.
Okay. You did 3 points of damage. Okay. Done. Mark.
Alright. My turn. Start by moving away from Lorenzo and into terrain. I have the Pathfinder ability, so I
You just
ignore terrain. Which gives me a straight line within my 12, I believe, of range to hit the leader of the group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Perfect.
So with that, I'm going to be taking my shot.
Hold on. You might want to. You definitely want to boost your roll. Use a feat or something, because you won't hit her.
Okay. Well, considering killing the...
Wait, sorry. Who killed the Argus?
I did, so I have the
You have
extra
4.
feet.
So you have 4 hits. How did you get 4? Critically. So
Mhm.
you have 4. You have 4.
Yes. Okay. So the 4 feet.
Yeah, you can't boost the roll with a feat. So he's just not going to hit her.
Okay.
Nope.
Seriously?
Yep.
Didn't the first one boost the roll?
It's boost the
Reroll.
non-attack skill roll.
Parry.
So you can
reroll,
boost
fail,
spells, but you can't boost like regular
running
attacks.
gun. Oh man, wow. Alright, good luck.
What's her def?
16.
So he's got to roll 10 on 2d6. You can use feat points to reroll.
Give it
Maybe
a
he'll
shot.
crit.
Give it a shot. See what happens.
He crit before.
Here we go.
Like
Hey,
that.
crit again.
Alright,
Boom.
there we go.
Good for you. Okay, so boosted damage 3.
3 dice for damage, and you gain a feat point.
Beauty.
That's 11, and what's the POW 10? So 21.
How many damage?
21 total.
Minus 13.
Is 8.
1d6.
Roll a 1d6 for which area it goes to.
Actually, I think I have an ability that I could choose.
Yeah, I think he does too. Your precision something.
Precision strike. When damage is done to another character,
Is it-
chooses which branch receives the
But
damage.
she's empty, so at this point it doesn't really matter.
Choose the face.
Like she has no damage. So
What are the branches?
one would give her.
Either choose to cripple her agility or her intellect.
Yeah.
All these three here.
Intellect makes her easier to hit. Agility makes her harder to hit you. Hell, I'd say actually go for cripple her intellect.
Yeah, I'll make it easier for you guys to hit later.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay. How many damage did you do?
8.
Jay.
But hold on.
Hmm?
Quick action. Restring my bow.
Okay.
Draw another arrow, is what you mean. But okay.
He's gonna just take the string off.
Yeah,
the
he's
maintenance.
bro. He's gonna figure it out.
He's hunting. He's hunting for spiders.
I need maintenance from my on my arrow. That's on my
Alright.
bow. That's what I need.
Well, I am right next to the Wolfman, so
Do what we talked about.
I'm not sure I could actually use Empower to heal myself. I think that only could heal allies. So,
Don't you have medicine?
so I do have medicine.
Yeah, we don't have like any items. We didn't buy potions and shit, so yeah.
Oh,
You can. But you actually do have the ability. Empower. What does it say?
no, it says in back to back with a non-incapacitated friendly character.
Yeah, it's to heal other people.
So I can't heal myself, but other people can heal. So.
Yeah, it's okay. You're gonna be dead in like 2 seconds.
Great, sounds fun.
The next time that warp wolf attacks you, you're dead.
That's pretty serious.
How much life do I have left?
I don't know. You lost your entire bar of agility.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to, I guess, use one of my abilities called Backswing, where I get to attack twice in one turn. So
Mm-hmm.
might as well. I roll 2d6.
Yes.
With that, is that correct?
Yes,
All right. So
but it's got minus 2 death.
so
It's easier for you to hit. Roll.
all right. 5 on the
And what's your math?
6.
Yeah, you missed.
Yeah.
What do you roll?
What?
5?
What's its?
12.
It's 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so he
Minus
rolled.
2.
Okay, so he rolled 5, and your math is 6.
Yeah.
So that's
That's
11.
one.
12 minus 2. You hit.
No, it's 14 minus 2.
Oh,
It's 12.
so
You
you
missed by
missed.
1.
I missed. All right. Well, here goes my other shot. With my backswing.
That's a 7. That'll hit.
7.
Yep.
So that'll hit.
So damage.
Roll 2 dice. 7, and what's your POW?
Power plus strength. It'll be P plus S.
My P plus S is 10, so
So that's
eight.
minus 2 because he lost the thing. So
Yeah.
it's 8, and what you roll there? 7.
7. So
15. So it probably didn't.
Didn't even crack its arm.
Yeah.
I could crack its arm right now. It's
Yeah,
good on.
it's barely glued on.
But
It's holding on by prayer. Okay.
Yeah.
I tried, guys.
Yeah.
I'll see you in hell.
I'll see you in hell. That's excellent.
This is where they turn around and swipe. Oh shit.
I won't hit you. I can't. I'm not boosting her abilities.
And I'm in cover. Would that help?
I'm not playing her like a warcaster. Otherwise, you guys would have been screwed. Yeah, it's minus 2. Plus 2.
Yeah.
Plus 2 to your defense. So what's your defense?
My death total is 12.
She missed. Doesn't matter what it was.
Roll 3.
Huh?
You rolled a 3.
Yeah. Every now and then you roll a 3. It's okay, guys. This is already unfair. 7. What has he lost? Nothing.
Is this the big guy?
Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 7.
16.
What's his arm?
16.
So it hits. 6, 7 plus 15.
Did you say 7 plus 15?
Yeah.
22. What's your arm?
16.
So that's another 8 points of damage. He's probably dead.
Fuck. What's 1 on your tree?
And that would be physique.
Yeah. So you lost physique for sure.
How many-
No, it can't be
wait,
physique.
hold on
Physique
a
is
second.
already gone.
Hold on a second. Give me this for a second. Give me the pen for a second. Okay. So,
Physique, the one
how
that
many
gives
points
you
of damage did he lose last turn?
7 on the one that makes -2 strength. So I think that's physique. So I think his physique
Yep.
bar is
So
complete.
that's 1.
Did you reach the bottom of the bar?
Yes.
Okay, so it goes to the left.
Okay. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then.
No, hold on. You started here, right?
I started on 1, physique.
Okay.
So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3,
Okay. So
that's 4,
5,
5.
then 6, 7. So physique's already gone.
Agility's also gone.
No, that's 3.
Oh, okay.
So I just rolled 8 damage though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's dead. No, you're not dead. You're
Incapacitated.
yes. If they don't get you up by the time, how much physique does he have? Unmodified.
7.
So you guys would have 7 turns to get him back up.
Okay.
And what
Yeah,
happens
we're
when I
not
get
gonna-
back?
How do we get him back up?
We'd have to use medicine to like get him to a positive health state, and then you can start using healing magic on him.
But no one has any medicine.
No,
So
So
we
we're
need
not
the
playing
7
another team
turns.
anyway. Turn anyway, but they would have 7 turns to get you back up before you would like pass to the dead state and be dead forever.
Alright.
Like
But I
dead as in demon souls dead.
got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, basically he just
Yeah.
clobbered the crap out of you.
Yeah, it happens.
The Argus goes now. This is the last turn. Anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there we
Yeah,
Hey, so
okay.
far
Pretty
it's
much what
1
we
for
got.
1 on the team.
go. Oh, look at this.
Well, that's not
He's
good.
played Cattle with Soldier before. He's ready.
See, if I was still
He's got
alive,
lemon lube. No, he probably won't hit Lorenzo. Lorenzo's
if I
got
was
high
still
death.
alive at this point, I'd be able to run and hit that wolf, but I'm knocked the fuck out, so sorry, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, and 5.
Hold on.
So
1
17.
second.
No, what am I saying?
Better math.
12.
Wait. Concealment doesn't count in base to base, does it?
No.
Because I'm inside a blizzard.
Yeah, he ran into the blizzard, so
Okay. So my death is 11.
I rolled 12. So
Okay.
thank you.
Awesome.
It won't kill you. It's an Arcus. My P plus S is 12 and 15.
My arm is 10, so I take 5 points of damage.
Is it 2 dice or 1? 1.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
On agility. So 1, 2, and it goes to the left.
Yes.
So my agility, no wait, my physique is crippled. I suffer -2 strength.
That's it. that's 2 turns of 2 or 3 turns. That was
Yeah.
3 turns. But yeah, so I don't know. What do you guys think? We'll do that, and then I'll talk about what I thought because I actually had the book and you guys don't.
Well,
Okay, I was gonna start with Jay, but I guess Lorenzo wants to
okay.
go first.
No. Jay, go ahead.
I thought my character's a pretty interesting character, but I didn't live long enough to use any of his
For
abilities.
the record, though, you have no business fighting what you're fighting right now.
Fair enough.
Like, really, you guys should have been fighting thralls.
Okay.
Right.
I just don't have.
And
anything to
that's,
start
I
with.
mean, the whole thing I'm gonna say here is the basic mechanics of the game I like. I think that this system makes quite a bit of sense. I like the way that it uses 2d6 instead of d20s because using multiple d6 instead of a single d20. If you understand anything about statistics, that gives you a much more even distribution, a much more normalized distribution of results. Because with 2d6, the results will tend to cluster around rolling 5, 6, and 7. And with 3d6, they'll tend to cluster around, etc. You follow it up from there. It would be 9, 10, 11, 12. So that there's a much more likelihood of rolling around the average, as opposed to a d20 where you can roll anything
go
between
anywhere.
1 and 20.
Yeah.
So that's nice. As far as spellcasters go, the ability to boost attack and damage rolls makes spellcasters really powerful. I felt like my
Wait, sorry.
character...
I don't want to interrupt you, but what ability lets you do that?
What? Boost?
What's the name of the ability? Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
That lets me boost... it's just something that spellcasters can do. It's not one of my abilities.
No, spellcasters can just boost.
Right, that's what you told me from the book.
Oh yeah, because you can spend fatigue to boost.
Right, I can
Okay,
spend
yeah.
fatigue to boost.
I just wanted to make sure that
Yeah,
it was all spellcasters.
right, all
You're actually
spellcasters.
2 spellcasters. You're an arcanist and a sorcerer.
Okay,
So I just wanted to make sure it wasn't one of them.
awesome.
Continue.
So I felt like this gave me a lot of flexibility to really manage how I use my abilities. I could use my debuff to make something easier to hit, and then boost. In this case, because I'm fighting stuff that's way harder to hit and damage than it's supposed to be. Like, I pummeled the shit out of that Argus.
Mhm.
I did a phenomenal amount of damage with the with boosted and non-boosted rolls.
Mhm.
I feel like that mechanic gives the spellcaster a lot of flexibility. And I feel like, because one of the things I really don't like about D&D 4th edition is that until your character basically hits Paragon tier, it feels like you're hitting enemies with a pillow. Like you feel
A really big
useless.
pillow.
You do such trivial amounts of damage with anything except the daily that it feels like, it almost feels like you're wasting your time. You know?
Yeah.
It feels like you're just, I missed, and I hit for 2 damage, and I hit for 3 damage, and I hit for 1 damage. You know, you feel like you're not accomplishing anything, you know? And that makes the lower levels of a D&D campaign really hard to get through for me, because for me, I want to blow shit up. The kind of characters I play in RPGs, in general, whether they be played on a tabletop with pen and paper, or pencil and paper, or they be played on a computer, I play glass cannon mages. That's what I do. I am a raging DPS whore. That's my whole shtick. And I felt like with the mechanics of this game, even with a level 1 character, I feel like I can do real damage. Like, I pummeled the shit out of that Argus, which I'm not even supposed to be fighting yet.
No.
You know?
No. Like.
And I feel like, actually, to be honest, I feel like the risk for rolling the fatigue thing is not that high.
Oh yeah.
The risk is so low that unless you're rolling it repeatedly or getting to a very high number, I feel like, you know, if I have 4 death to go around at level 1, I feel like using the 4 fatigue to go around at level 1, I feel like risking using 6 on every turn makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you're only rolling it once.
Right.
And as long as I roll more than 6 on 2d6, which is pretty likely, I should be fine.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's the thing. The penalty isn't that bad. The good thing about that though is like, there are no minions in this game.
Right.
So I can't just be like, what if I send 40 minions at you? But if I send, like, if I send a horde, if the DM sends a horde, not just me,
Right.
at you, you would have the ability to just be like, okay, there's like 30 guys coming, and we need to thin this out before they hit the frontline guy.
Right.
Otherwise, he's gonna get swamped.
Right.
So you could just go crazy, using as much damage as possible in that short span of time, and then yeah, you might miss a turn.
Right.
But like, you have the option to be like, I need to kill as much shit as possible, so I need to use my best.
I mean,
spell.
you're right. I mean, hypothetically speaking, given that it means you miss 1 turn, you could go way over your fatigue number, and like the worst that can happen is you miss
can't
a
go
turn.
more than double.
Okay, but still,
Yes.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's
So-
it's a great option to have.
Right, because like if you're hitting if you're firing at minions that aren't that hard to hit and you don't need to boost rolls, that means I can like cast four spells, 4 attacks.
And you can target different stuff.
Right, targeting different things with each one.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I like the upkeep spell mechanic.
That's my favorite thing about War Machine.
Yep, I think that's really cool. I like the fact that I could have like 2 different defensive buffs on my character all the time, really easily. So I really like that. Again, my ability to judge the game mechanics overall is somewhat colored by the fact that we were fighting stuff way tougher than we should be fighting at this level. So it's hard to get an indication of like on balance how combat actually goes fighting level appropriate stuff.
Well, something that was probably level appropriate, you'd be killing them. There'd be a lot more of them,
Yeah.
and you'd be killing like one thing a turn.
Yeah, and you know, but I like that. That's fun. It gives a little more action to the gameplay than spending 12 or 14 turns
Fighting kobolds.
and having to have the DM repeatedly cheat to help us for us not to die.
I did cheat a lot.
Oh
I
yeah.
did. But I'm pretty sure I had a dragon that was like, he was missing like all of his teeth, had no hands, and like basically flopped around on one side of the ground. Like he had retarded dragon is what I had.
And his tail still managed
Yeah,
to kill someone.
and like oh boy, that poor
Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
So I mean I like that. I like the more fast paced action of this.
And
compared
that
to
was
D&D.
that was their whole goal from the outset. They took
Yeah.
the old Iron Kingdoms, like the first edition, and they were like, we're gonna make this game as violent as Page 5 makes War Machine sound, and they did.
Right.
And that's probably what makes the game a lot more fun to play, because you just jump in like Jay has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah. No, actually, if you talk about that scenario specifically, where there's a bunch of things all over the place, like to the point where like
Yeah, you would
the
have been
tank
clogged.
can't hold it all because
Yeah.
it's going to be going in all different directions. My character would be a lot more useful because my character's ability is to like if one of his allies is being attacked in a certain amount of range, he would jump to that ally. And
Yeah,
attack
you would
them.
have been pinballing, clobbing people
Yeah.
with your flail.
So that sounds like an interesting scenario too. Like
It's like, and that's the thing, we are
but
playing
instead I got the giant werewolf.
to the face.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I really think it's
I think
a lot more action oriented, and
Yeah.
that's
I think
huge
it's definitely worth considering that. We should try doing another Let's Play this sometime.
when we have
with-
regular stuff.
Yeah, when we have level appropriate stuff to attack, now that we've had a chance to play this a little bit, to get a little bit more of a handle on the game mechanics.
Yeah, I only had the book for like 3 days.
Yeah.
So I probably made some mistakes.
I by the way, I already have a feature name for it, for this segment if we start doing this like once in a while.
Yeah.
So
Well, we could try.
we'll be good to go. I mean, I wouldn't expect it to be like something we could do once a week because we don't have the time,
Are you
frankly.
kidding? This website hates everything.
Right, but even if we manage to get in one game a month or something, it'd be good to
Yeah, it'd be good to see how it
Yeah.
actually plays over.
over a while.
And I think the thing that I like about this is, and this is something that's with the characters. No, you guys don't know what I'm going to be talking about because none of you had the book. But you can do a lot of really weird, like cool combinations with the like. You saw me. I printed the class list so you guys could pick. Like, okay, you wanted to be a paladin, so I made you a priest knight because that's just basically what a paladin is. But like, for Lorenzo's character, Lorenzo wanted magic, so I was just lazy and I was like, I'm gonna make him an arcanist and a sorcerer. But I could have been like, Lorenzo, you're gonna be a sorcerer knight, and then Lorenzo would have been like as good at hitting shit in melee as you, but then he would have been able to just bust spells while he was running into melee. Like, you could do really crazy crap like that, and there's so many classes that like you can combine for different effects that like. There is no paladin. Like, okay, I know I just said that I made you a paladin, but like,
What's a paladin?
there's no like in D&D. If you're a paladin, you have one job. In this game,
And you're also not very good at it, frankly.
No.
Well, in 4th edition.
yeah.
D&D 4th edition, paladins are good for nothing as a class,
But I
for
mean,
the record.
and that's the thing I like the most, that you don't have to be a controller, you don't have to be a leader, you don't have to be a tank. You can mix whatever the hell you want. Well, within reason. I mean, there are some things you can't because of rules. Like, you can't be an Iron Fang Stormblade because they're two different factions that hate each other. So how the fuck you would manage to achieve that makes no sense. But theoretically, you can do pretty much anything you want. You can make any kind of character combination you want. You can use any weapon you want, even if your class isn't trained in it. So, like, Lorenzo's a mage, and I gave him a blunderbuss because he's from Cador, and he should have a blunderbuss.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and in particular, for people who play War Machine would be happen to be watching this, I have actually not played much War Machine because honestly speaking, I don't have time to learn all the combos. But from having read the fluff, quite a bit of it, I really like the Cadorian character Sorsha.
yeah.
So I would try and model my character, roughly speaking, on Sorsha. That's why my character has all the ice magic and a blunderbuss and
I just made it
probably
as
a
winter
scythe.
guard as possible. But yeah, like, you can just do crazy crap. Like, what did I give you, Mark? I gave you Ranger Duelist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is like completely contradictory because like duelists are good in close combat, rangers are good at bows. Then I give him a gunblade though. Like, he has a gunblade. That's amazing. You can't get gunblades in D&D. Screw D&D. Sorry, I'm done.
Right.
Anything
No, I
else you
agree.
want to add?
No, I think that covers it.
No.
Just basically, one thing that attracts me to the game is that, like Laura had just mentioned at the end of what he said, is the fluff thing. Like I'm a sucker for fluff when it comes to games like this, and like I said, when we used to play this, I used to
D&D. When you used to play D&D.
when we used to play D&D,
I played Iron Kingdoms.
and a little bit of this game as well, War Machine. I like the fluff. It was amazing, and one thing, the realistic nature in a fantasy game. I like this, for instance, the consistency of pulling out my arrow every time I had to reload. Right, I had to pull out this arrow in order to
Oh, you weren't
shoot
shooting.
again. Right, there's a realistic nature to that, and I appreciate that rather than have this infinity ammo thing going on. And
You're like this at Helm's Deep. You're just
Yeah,
killing all
like-
these orcs, but never
but if
taking
you
out
actually look at
arrows.
that scene in Lord of the Rings, he has like 3 arrows, and like where's he pulling all these other ones from?
In,
Like,
in the entire like fight, he has the full quiver, and then at the end of the fight, he's got 3. It's like what? Like when did you?
But I
even-
like this because they give you a certain number of arrows, for instance, with my character that we're using for this demonstration, and that's how it works. You have those arrows every time, every turn, you have to pull a new arrow, and I like that. It gives it that realistic nature to it, right?
That you guys can't see this. I'm actually gonna show you. Move the models for me.
Yeah, just carry it with me.
Okay, this, all of this is fluff. This is just like background information to help you make your character fit into the Iron Kingdom world. That's all stuff you just need to know if you actually want to like role play.
Beautiful.
There's 103 pages of fluff.
Yeah.
Everything that ever happened in any of the War Machine books or Hordes books is in this 104 pages. So this is like timeline current,
Yep.
which is crazy. And that's why the book is like a Bible, and I can't carry it with me. That's why.
Another thing I want to look at is, just to add on to what I was saying, is like, again, with the damage capacity, right? It's not just you have a damage bar and every time it gets hit, it decreases. It's just, you have categories.
boxes.
You have
Yep.
categories too: agility, physique, and intellect.
Yeah.
There's areas that can be hit as well, right?
So it's not just bloody.
it's not like you're hitting
Right.
with a certain magic attack, and all of a sudden his arm flies off, but it's a magic attack that doesn't really do that, right?
Right. Although I think we actually may have done the damage boxes a little bit wrong in this particular game, because I'm looking at this damage capacity and wondering what a power field is.
You have to be a warcaster.
Oh, that
Only
costs me
warcasters
that?
have it. That's what that's their like. They have it. That's their
Yeah, yeah.
focus.
Okay, so
So they can
then-
spend focus to boost their power field,
Right.
which increases their armor.
Okay.
Only
so that
warcasters
doesn't-
have it.
Right. So I will say that then. I mean, looking at this, one problem is that you do not have that many damage boxes.
Okay, but again, like,
We
no.
were
Right.
we're up against things
Like-
that were
Right.
There are things that are like pathetic that you would be fighting. You guys level 1.
Right.
Like I think your max stats are like 7, for like your good stats. And then the thing is too, you guys are all human, except for Mark.
I was
Like,
no.
I made a character for Mike, but he couldn't be here tonight. So like you guys are all human, and human stats are very average.
Yeah.
They're like the bar. They're
Right.
like if you wanted to be a mage, you could try a different faction that has a much higher mage stat,
Right.
which the humans don't. The humans
Right.
are very average.
Right.
And like for Mark, if you're gonna be playing a ranged character, you probably want to be either a winter elf, the Nis, or like a regular elf, the people from Eos. Otherwise, like humans are just very generic.
Right.
They also don't have any really awesome abilities, like so. You
All
went
right.
with a really baseline experience.
And apparently I can roll well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
do.
just-
Yeah, you roll
yeah,
really
you
well.
were-
You were rolling critical.
That was awesome.
Where were you when we played D&D?
Okay then. Well, I guess that's
I
it.
only have one more thing to add.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
The only thing I don't like about Iron Kingdoms, and you haven't made your character, so you haven't found this out yet, but the magic in this game is really cool because it's the stuff from War Machine and Hordes. The problem is you don't really get to pick your abilities. You basically have like a general school of magic. So like for you, it's ice.
Mm-hmm.
You're never getting a fire ability, ever. Like I know you probably don't want one, but you do not have the option to ever get an ability.
Doesn't my character have the ability to learn spells from any school?
You have to take that. I gave you that for like the lulls. But
Right.
if you don't choose that benefit,
Yeah.
then you don't have that.
Well, but I mean, it seems to me, given that there is likely to be very strong spells that are split between different schools, that if you're going to be a mage, you should take that.
But there are a lot of benefits that are also really good. Like there's
Oh.
benefits that let you boost damage. There's benefits that let you do other crazy shit. Like there's a lot of benefits for
You're
each
limited.
skill set.
Yeah.
So what you only get one. What
Yeah.
you take is what you take. I gave you that one, but
Yeah.
if you didn't have that, you would only be able to learn your ice school and your arcane bolt school, the arcane one.
Yeah.
And that was all you're gonna get. So like you normally wouldn't be able to get any of Jay's like healing abilities.
Right.
So if no one's a priest, and you guys are basically you have to heal yourself because you can't learn his healing ability.
Right.
There's no crossover like that. So that's the only thing I don't like, and like really, you'll see it eventually. It's a very set system. There's no mixing and matching. It's very you're playing this class. This is the magic you're getting.
Right.
And it's not the same for the other classes where they get their abilities they can choose.
Right.
You just have your school, and that's it.
Right.
Which I guess is kind of realistic if you consider the fluff, because different mages come from different schools, literally,
Right.
like actual institutions.
Yeah.
So makes sense, but I don't know. From playing D&D, that's the only thing I kind of wish they didn't have. But other than that, I have no complaints. I think this game's way better.
All right. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up here. This has been the first episode, might be the last episode of Tabletop Thursday.
Tabletop Thursday. No.
Hope you've enjoyed this video exploring an introduction to Iron Kingdoms, and check out more stuff on our website. But also follow us on Twitter at That's Your Garbage, on Facebook at That's Your Garbage on Facebook,
Yeah.
and on our website at that'syourgarbage.com.